man. All right, so hey, man, welcome back to Man Down, episode 139. Jay, Corey, Cass, and myself, man, we here today. I think Slim and Zoe should be popping up here in a second. Let's go ahead and shout out the Sports Cave, which is our sponsor, which is where you get all your gear from, sports-related hats, jerseys, everything you see behind me, behind Jay, is Curtis.
Is that him?
Cave, so go check it out.
Yeah,
Sports Cave 310.
I think what he was trying to say is everything you see behind me is courtesy of the Sports Cave. Check him out on Instagram at Sports Cave 310. Boom. He has a little technical difficulties right now. He's dragging like somebody carrying a wagon. But hey, man, we back.
What's up? What's up? It's been a long time.
Hey, some familiar faces, man. We all look what happened when we all show up to work.
You know what I'm saying?
Look what happened.
You know what I'm saying?
Neil back.
Is he back?
Yeah, man. I don't know what's up, Chris. I don't know what's going on with my
got them glasses on.
Man.
David Ruffin is back.
It could be the glasses though.
Them kids in there playing.
Probably what it is.
Well, Melvin looks smart.
Yeah, have him hop on.
What's
Melvin
up,
IQ raised 15 points just with the
What's
glasses.
happening?
And I can see
Melvin the first person to have a digital game going on at his house. They all playing.
He got a Madden tournament going on downstairs.
I mean, I like that grandma jersey.
Did I finish plugging?
No. Jay
did I finish?
You started messing up. Jay finished it.
Nah,
Jay closed it for
okay,
him,
right,
bro.
cool.
The close is here, man. Big bro home.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Big
I wish
bro
I can
back
see
at
my. I wish y'all can see my Muhammad Ali frame, man. I got the greatest, man. There's nothing but the greatest in here, man. You see what's behind me, Kobe? You got LeBron up top.
I like that. Yeah, that Kobe book.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have the audio book of it because I listen to it while I'm
They
at
probably
work.
do.
And what is Grandma the greatest at?
Stand in shape.
Before Mathieu.
Yeah, he do greatest at staying in shape. He trying to show Zion how to do it, but Zion ain't trying to listen. Charles Barkley told Zion, if you start eating it and it tastes good, spit it out. That's his new diet.
Grandma is also good for teaming up with Steve Urkel and winning a rec league at the Puck. I don't know if y'all remember that episode.
I do remember that episode. Hey, matter of fact, while you say that, man, rest in peace to the man Bob Saget.
Yeah, for sure. Bob Saget, yeah, man. Bob Saget, man. One of the GOATs, man. Not really, but for the day we'll say it. But yeah.
Lee, what the hell?
You know, somebody good, man. Well, I don't know about one of the GOATs, but yeah, he was good.
He had I heard he had a full house.
Mel, if you don't drive the train.
So nonchalant when he said that, and Jay just like,
yeah. Hey, so before we get into all the playoff stuff, man, what grade y'all give y'all teams for the season since it's over now?
For the season?
Yeah.
Honestly,
start with the Saints. Go ahead.
Honestly, bro, I have to give them a B+ just because of the adversity for starting quarterbacks. I don't know. Ever heard of another team in the NFL would be in playoff contention if they had 4 different starting quarterbacks, 57 total players out for the season. So I'll give you that. A B+. Sean Payton, I know he won a Super Bowl with the team before, but I think this is one of his best performances as a coach to say he, through adversities, coached his team up. And I would definitely say this, to me, is the best defense the Saints has ever had.
Okay, sure.
The best defense they ever had.
Yes.
Interesting. You said B+ though?
B+. Just I know they fell short, but I was grading them.
They fell short of the glory.
Because I was grading them due to the adversity that they try to overcome. with having 57, losing 57 people at some point of this season, having 8 different lineups on your offensive line, having 4 different starting quarterbacks, Alvin Kamara,
that's true. Yeah.
Your potential best offensive weapon, missed 6 of the potential games he played. Michael Thomas, aka Slant Man, didn't play 1 snap this year. So you have a new quarterback that you're trying to get acclimated into your offense, and he's missing an offensive line, and he's missing your number 1 receiver.
I felt bad for Ian Book.
You did. I did. The only starter that he had on the offensive line was the right guard, Cesar Ruiz. The left tackle, Teron Armstead, was out. Right tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, was out with COVID. Your center was still injured. A fellow Texas boy, can't even think of his name right now, but he went to Texas A&M. My left guard was out. Andres Pete. Eric McCoy, who went to Texas A&M. So it's like you can see the importance of an offensive line. I think the only guy who's a pocket passer that overcomes not having an offensive line was Aaron Rodgers. He was like the number 1 sack quarterback for 3 years running and still led the NFL in passing. So that's the only quarterback I ever see overcome poor offensive line play.
Slim.
I'm not mad at a B+ for the Saints.
No. That B makes sense.
The way you described it right then, it make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, they overcame a lot,
man. What you get the Niners this year, man?
That's what I was about to ask him. What who had a COVID when they played the Giants?
COVID. He said that like it's 2 words. COVID.
I'm not. Hey, listen, man. Grade your team, Slim. Grade your team. I'm not messing with y'all. I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna give him a I'm gonna give him A+.
Interesting.
I don't know about no A+.
From the way it started to where it ended, bro, they did some amazing things.
Yeah, they did, man. A+. That's A+ with okay. If A+ is the greatest you can be, you give an A+ to the undefeated Patriots team from years ago when they had Moss. That's an A+.
That's it, man. Mm-hmm. That's a flaw.
You don't give an A+ to a team.
Grading on the curve. I'm biased a little bit.
Hey, it is what it is, Slim. I feel you
about that, man.
I like.
Go ahead, explain your A+.
Shit, I'm trying to think of let's
Slim like the Niners.
All day long. The Raiders. Oh no,
that's the Raiders.
But no. How many games Jimmy Garoppolo missed?
I want to say only like 3, 2 or 3.
Was it toward the end of the season on his playoff races on the line?
No, I don't think he was supposed to miss last game. Mm-hmm. Trey Lance was supposed to stop, but he pulled it together. He didn't miss any throughout the towards the end portion.
And in the beginning, didn't that defense struggle a lot?
Yeah,
a lot of them games was close games. What Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, as you speak of, run down there. But what they A+. I don't even know how to sit here and say they almost won games. Them people would have ran away with the NFC West if it wasn't for COVID injuries. I think the same things other teams had to deal with.
Everybody had to deal with it, though.
Everybody had to deal with injuries. I don't think nobody had to deal with COVID, but
like the video is like the co-signer to the video.
Right.
I got a new respect for it, man.
Nah, that's dope, man. Corey.
B.
What?
B.
I would have went higher. All right.
No, B. I feel like there was a lot of things that were left on the table. You only had 1,000-yard receiver. You were supposed to have 3, right?
Okay. You think you was expecting 3?
But Gallup,
I was expecting at least 2. Once Gallup
Yeah,
got hurt,
yeah.
I expected Amari Cooper. He got 800, but I mean, I expected him to get 1,000.
But wasn't
Zeke,
Amari out for like 4 games as well with an ankle
no,
injury or something?
Amari missed a COVID game.
Oh, I thought he was out.
He missed a COVID game.
Right.
He missed a COVID game. Dak missed the start with a ankle strain. I mean, a calf strain, excuse me. But Zeke ran the ball. I think we found a new star in Tony Pollard. The defense. I always said it all predicated on how the defense played this year, and I thought the defense played pretty well.
Cool.
I thought so.
I respect that.
Yeah. So I give him a B.
So I guess it's my turn.
All right, Train, we waiting on you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
C. Give him a C.
You going C?
I can see that because the beginning of the year, how y'all started off.
So this is the whole reason why I give him a C, man. And y'all stick with me because I may be a little long with it.
This creature.
The cornerbacks and the whole secondary. Let's just use the term secondary, including Honey Badger. You don't know what you're gonna get with them. You don't know what you're gonna get. And the defense.
What's the other safety's name?
The other safety name, Get Beat.
Yeah, the white dude.
Get Beat. Six. They call them six. They call them six. Or six. They call them 6 or 6. So either way, you're gonna get up. Either way. So Pat started off with in the first 7 games, we had 17 turnovers. Pat Mahomes was responsible for 11 of those. So it started off rough. It started off rough and rocky, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the defense wasn't all that. The offense. So since of the last 4 years, this is the worst Chiefs team that we've had.
You said the last 4?
The last 4. The 3 years that they went to the AFC Championship. The first year they lost to the Patriots. That team was better than this team. The second year was a Super Bowl winning team. That team was better than this team. The third year was a Super Bowl losing team to Tom Brady. That team was better than this team. But so I was torn. I could have gave us a B or I could have gave us a C. I could have gave us a B because we're going to be in the Super Bowl. I could have gave us a C because I see your ass on Super Bowl Sunday. None of that don't matter. Right now, the Chiefs are gearing up for the playoff run. And folks in Pittsburgh, get your terrible towels. Get your 7 posters. Get your tears. Get all that together and wish being a farewell. They backdoored all the way in the playoffs, and their reward is they get to see 1-5. Now, Pittsburgh, Tomlin, you're a really smart guy. Do me a favor. Send J.J. Watt and send all your blitz packages. Send every blitz that you got. Because some reason nobody want to blitz 1-5.
Yeah, you meant to say TJ.
No, TJ.
This a what? That a what?
Send everybody. Send anybody. Send who you want to send.
So no matter if it's TJ or JJ, either way it's gonna be dynamite. That's what you say.
Listen, man.
You can't laugh at your own joke. That was 2 teams that I really didn't want to face in the playoffs.
All right.
And one was the Chargers. Thank you, Chargers coach, for being a dickhead. Number 2 is the Bills. I think the Bills
minus.
The Bills can play the Chiefs really tight. Other than that, I see y'all at Aaron Rodgers in February.
Last team before we move on to what happened in week 18, man. Well, actually, do y'all want to go week 18 first, or y'all want to start with Black Monday?
Wait, I want to tell LaCour this. LaCour, I think the Lions is the best 2-win team I ever seen in life, bro. The Lions lost so many games by like 3 points or less.
The Bengals are getting exactly what they deserve. They should have never fired that black man.
Jim Caldwell.
Yeah. Well, since you segued that, Jay, quite nicely, since you did talk about coaches getting fired, we'll go there first.
I'm not.
Yeah, I like how you did that. It's real smooth. And LaCour said at correction, man, it was a 3-win team. 3-win. Put some respect on it.
3-win and a tie.
Yeah, and a tie, man. They could have had 4.
It was amazing. It was amazing how much
let's
slack.
talk about Black Friday.
How much slack. It was amazing to me how much slack they gave Matt Patricia and not Jim Caldwell.
No, let's talk about these. Brian Flores. Dude actually had a winning record like for the past 2 seasons.
Matters not.
Right. So we'll talk about him first, but not at the bottom of the screen. You won't see the coach that just got fired like 2 hours ago from Joe Judge from the New York Giants. If y'all didn't hear that one.
He got fired?
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh,
no, who's surprised? Who's surprised?
I'm not surprised.
Well,
I'm not surprised, but we're surprised that it didn't happen yesterday. They should have been waiting on that.
That was his only season, huh?
No,
that was it. Yeah. Is this the second year?
Yeah.
Probably second year, yeah.
And they should have fired him at the beginning of his first year.
I think the only coach that's missing that we all expected to be gone is Matt Rule. He should be gone. But they holding on to him, so but he firing all his coordinators though. So I guess he's trying to buy time with that. But yeah, we'll start with the obvious one, the one we didn't expect. Flores and Miami started 0-7 this season. And then came out and won 7 straight, and then they won their last game against New England, which is a playoff team. So you would think that'd be promising. They won 10 games last year. So I don't think Flores was the issue. Like there was some talk that he might have been an issue when they was on their 0-7 streak at the beginning of the season, but the second half of the season, man, he's been legit. The team's been legit. So why y'all think that this was the move they made?
Can I ask
in Miami?
Pose that by a question?
Go ahead.
Sure.
How did he start off last season? What was his record at the beginning of the year?
I don't remember that.
He finished first 8.
I don't remember. I
remember they finished 10-6. That's all I remember.
They did.
Right.
I remember they got monkey stomped by the Patriots like the first game of the season or something. They got their ass beat.
They start off a lot of seasons slow and pick up later on, I feel like.
Yeah, well, I remember they didn't start winning till Fitzmagic happened.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. I think they did lose like their first couple of games, and then they benched Tua.
So the Fitzmagic.
No, so this is the answer. This is why Flores is fired.
I didn't want to say that.
He's responsible for Tua and that dumpster juice that he brings being in Miami. So in order to Flores,
but we don't know that though. I don't know if Flores because
it doesn't matter it doesn't matter if he pushed the button or not. The guy that pushed the button, in order to save his butt. Listen to me. In order to save his butt, if I'm the GM, right, and I'm like, oh shoot, Tua ain't it, and that was my pick. I'm like, man,
right.
Hey, coach wanted him. In order to turn the page for Tua, you got to get the coach out the door.
Do you think they're gonna turn the page from Tua?
If they don't turn the page from Tua, everybody else who didn't get fired this year that's in Miami will be fired next year.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo.
So what's on the screen with what Lamar just said?
Lamar's correct. I remember that. He won. I remember that in doing the draft because I watched the draft live. And it was some type of confrontation even beforehand. He did wanted Herbert. And I guess they're looking back like maybe the Negro was right. And it probably just is like, you know what? We're not, you know what? We're going to cut ties with him.
Oh, because I bet he reminded him.
Yeah, he probably did. Like
Herbert is balling.
It could have been that Flores wouldn't cow tie to Tua Like he because
Right.
while Flores was there, they done tried to start Fitzmagic over him, and somehow Tua gets in there. This year they tried to start Brissett over him and keep him in there.
Well,
But
remember-
Brissett ended up getting hurt.
Well, remember, Tua was hurt when he got drafted, and he had that bad hip injury, and they never should have drafted him.
Right.
Because he couldn't even.
Hold on, Corey. Say
He
that
wasn't
again.
even.
Say that again.
He had the hip injury. They never should
Don't
have
worry about the
drafted
hip
him.
injury part. That part right there. One more time.
They never should have drafted him.
Absolutely.
It's true.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Like,
You don't turn the page on a first round franchise drafted quarterback without cleaning out the coach. Like it's a package deal.
But he didn't want him.
It doesn't
wanted
matter.
Herbert.
Listen, he didn't want him, but he's the guy that had him. And
Sure.
and he went and sat in front of Mike and said, "Tua is our quarterback. Tua is our quarterback."
Did you see
Hey,
his
who-
face when he said that? Did it look believable?
No,
Right.
it doesn't matter.
Now,
But he knew
who do
his job was
you
not to
think? Who do you think at the organization, Flores or someone else, was the one that kept pushing that we want Deshaun Watson stuff? You think that was Flores?
I think it was him.
And
Man, that was Dan Marino.
No, you think it was
Yeah,
him?
it was Dan Marino.
I thought it was Flores.
it could
Dan Marino.
it could be.
Dan,
Well, I think
Dan
Flores
Marino.
got some ties
Dan
with
Marino.
Deshaun Watson.
Of course, but I bet you Dan Marino and Brian Flores probably eat dinner together and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he, and in order for Flores not to say it, Dan Marino went out publicly and was like, "Hey man, the team wants Deshaun Watson," which I don't think is a bad move at all.
You about to get banned from typing stuff.
Planned Parenthood.
That's a great analogy.
Good
Yeah.
Lord,
However,
bro.
I mean,
I ain't touching
I
that.
know we're trying to get we trying to get to Zimmer because I have something to say about Zimmer. Brian Flores, just think about this brother job would have been secured had they would have gotten Herbert.
no. Well, here's the thing. Not really, because they won 10 and couldn't get to the playoffs. Hold on. They won 10 and didn't get the playoffs. Then they won 9. So 9 is less than 10, and you had one more game to win that. So they jumping off the ship early. That's it. You're going the wrong way. You dig what I'm saying? It was and Miami is in that division that belongs to a certain guy named Bill, and they said, "Hey, look, man, they was down and we couldn't even get in the playoffs, and now they back."
What coaching tree does Brian comes from though?
One that ain't the playoff.
The same tree they just hung his fired ass from.
No, I'm saying
It
he
don't-
comes
it don't
from
matter,
the
bro.
My point of saying that was like, man, the man only been there for 3 years.
Oh, so hold on now. Wait a minute. Josh, what's his name? Daniels. Matt
Josh
McDaniels. Listen, Bill Belichick's coaching tree is shit.
It is. No,
Like,
I only say that because you mentioned. I only say that because you mentioned that it was a Bills division, and he actually plays in that same. I mean, he's coaching in that same division.
I thought it was the Buffalo Bill.
what I'm saying is,
No, I knew exactly what he meant.
ownership
only
is
reason I
saying
said
that if you couldn't get in the playoffs when the Patriots was like down, that one down thing, and then they glance and say, "Oh, wait a minute, this year the Patriots are back. They're trending in the right direction, and we're going in the opposite direction. It's time to get off the ride." You don't have to wait till the train hit the wall to know that the train gonna crash.
Okay, I just pulled up an article about Brian Flores, and the title of the article is "The Dolphins didn't fire Brian Flores because of his coaching." Flores overachieved in Miami, but he and owner Stephen Ross reportedly didn't agree on much, especially Tua Tagovailoa, and that prompted the team to make the stunning decision to move on from his promising head coaching style.
Yeah, it could be a lot of truth to that. I mean, that's been a
I
talk
guarantee
around.
2 things. I guarantee that Tua don't start another game in Miami. But here's the second part of the guarantee. I guarantee that they replace Tua with a quarterback worse than Tua.
Yeah, like Baker Mayfield.
Like Baker Mayfield.
That would be
Alabama.
terrible.
Alabama people don't do too well in Miami. Look like Nick Saban shit to break his first go round.
Yeah,
but Saban actually
what's
wasn't
calling balling though?
bad.
Water balling.
Who?
Saban his first year
Waddle.
was horrible.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
You got to remember, Saban wanted
Yeah.
Drew Brees.
Saban like Urban Meyer that first year.
Yeah, no, Saban wanted
Yeah.
Drew Brees.
Hey, LaCour, as much as you want that to happen, I'll give. If you give me 5 seconds, I'll tell you where Flores goes.
Yeah, but
all right. Well, hold on. Let's get it. It's a couple of things I wanted to bring up too, because this is kind of what the talk has been ever since everybody found out Flores was out in Miami. Number one, a lot of people think that Harbaugh might be leaving Michigan, and they think that Miami will be a landing spot. So it kind of makes sense that maybe he already had something in plan. Like, why would you get rid of a good coach and you don't have nothing to replace it with? So maybe he already know that Harbaugh might be interested, and that might be a connection. Or do you think it's just just exactly what Corey was saying with the article, where it has something to do with Tua? Flores never wanted Tua, he wanted Herbert, and maybe Flores has been actively trying to move on from Tua, and the organization is like, no, we go stay with Tua. So maybe that's the difference. Let me know what y'all think about either of those scenarios.
I think Flores did the best job he could with Tua. Tua is a quarterback that is inconsistent at best. He turns the ball over a lot, trying to force passes to people. But when he's controlled, he's not terrible. Flores is a defensive guy, right?
mm-hmm.
Right.
You have to have a strong quarterback coach that will come in and Tua has to be a work in progress. He has to stop making those stupid decisions. A lot of defensive coaches, man, they short with their leash. You know what I'm saying? And he probably wanted to yank Tua's ass out of a bunch of games. Probably. But I'm pretty sure that he probably got a phone call from the general manager or the owner saying, you better not take him out.
Listen, not only did he want to take him out of a lot of games, he actually did. There was throws that they needed to make at the end of the game, and they went Fitzmagic. You know,
Can you blame
it was Brissett this year.
I'm saying. Yeah. So this is a 2-year history of what's going on.
He made bad decisions at Alabama, though.
I don't know if they had a plan in place or whatever, but the plan was not with Flores, bro.
Right.
Yeah. And if it's Harbaugh, Harbaugh's game equates to the NFL. It does. And Harbaugh can work with somebody like Tua. He really can. Because he made it work with a quarterback similar to him in Kaepernick.
Alex Smith.
You had said something. Now you remember in the draft process when they asked Jalen Waddle who was his favorite quarterback.
He said Jalen Hurts.
No. It was they was talking about between Tua and your boy
Mac Jones. He said Mac Jones. You're right. He did say Mac Jones.
He'd rather the ball placements from Mac Jones over Tua. That's just weird.
That's interesting. All right, let me get to some of these comments before we move on to Mike Zimmer. Someone asks where you see Flores next year. Y'all see him as a head coach somewhere, or at the crib, or a coordinator?
I would like to. Notre Dame would be a great starting position for him right now.
Out of the NFL.
Notre Dame already. They already hired their head coach.
They already did. Damn, that was fast.
Flores will be on.
He's only like 32 years old.
On the comfy couch. He listen, man. No disrespect. Name the last black head coach to get fired from a place and coach the next season.
The coach for the Bucs. The coach for the Bucs. He was
Raheem Morris.
Raheem Morris. He was
he was gone for a while though. What Jay is saying is like they don't fill up in the same year. They don't get fired like
Only-
Jason Garrett did in Cowboys. Jason Garrett with the Cowboys got fired and went straight to an O coordinator job at the Giants. How does that happen?
No,
Dennis
let's
Green
look at
gets
Jay
out.
Coach. Let's look at Jay Coach. He got fired from the Eagles and was a head coach 2 days
Well,
later.
that's different. Well, that's
Yeah,
different. Andy Reid.
That's Andy. That's Andy
Andy didn't
Reid.
get fired because he couldn't
Yeah.
coach. He got fired because he lost the locker room.
Yeah.
Like it was just over. He had been there for 14 years. It was just over.
All right. Lamar said you don't fire a coach that beat Belichick twice in one season, and he was 4-2 against Belichick. 4-2.
It's true.
I mean, can't be mad at that, man.
You actually do
Listen,
fire
man.
coach to beat Belichick twice in one season. They did it.
Listen,
Yeah,
if you and the owner, it's one thing if the coach and the general manager don't get along. It's a whole different ball game if the head coach and the owner don't get along.
That's the quickest way
That's
out
a
of there.
total- That's a total different ball game.
Hold on, let me
Yeah.
speak to LaCour right quick. Bro, listen, no one, including the college coaches, care about those contracts that they have with those colleges. Them contracts, dude, buddy just signed like an 8-year extension and then left like the day after he signed the extension. Man, but Oklahoma.
You talking about Oklahoma coach? Yeah,
Oh,
Lincoln
I
Riley.
mean, signed the extension, then had a press conference and said, "Look, I just signed the extension. I ain't going nowhere." Next day,
Hey,
I'm out of here.
you see the all world quarterback they had in the transfer protocol too. The freshman Caleb Williams. He going to USC. He didn't come to Oklahoma to be at Oklahoma. He came for Lincoln Riley.
No, but that's the funny thing. The coach, Notre Dame coach who signed with LSU, you remember he was like, "Oh, I'm not going on anywhere unless the fairy godmother give me a blank check." The very next press conference, well, you remember the last time I said I'm not going nowhere unless they give me a blank check? Well, they gave me that blank check. Yo, money talks, bullshit walks.
Especially if you
And
go
I'm
Barry.
sure, like
Oh,
listen,
my
man,
God.
a lot of these guys at college, they're and if you think of Harbaugh, he got ran out of San Francisco in a way that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? So, but he's always wanted to be a great NFL coach. He went and took the Michigan job because that was kind of something to do that like a bucket list thing. But he took the Michigan job with the thoughts, I'll be back in the league soon.
Yeah.
And then now that he finally beat his rival, now
All he had to do is beat Ohio State. He done.
it's time to get out of there.
Yeah, he'll be back in the league. Another coach that I just watched the Pivot podcast with Channing Crowder and Ryan Clark, and they interviewed the Bengals old coach, and I'm forgetting his name already. Marvin Lewis, yeah, and he said, yeah, he's ready to get back in the coaching too. So
he was affirmative action.
If anybody give one and done Marvin one and done Lewis a job.
He had enough chances.
He will get you to the playoffs, and that's about it.
I would take Marvin Lewis and a new quarterback in Cleveland right now.
Wait, Jay, the 1 year, and I hate saying this, the 1 year I had them going to the Super Bowl, that's when it was playing the Steelers, and the defensive lineman rolled on his leg, tore his ACL. That same play, he threw like a 70-yard touchdown to Chad Ochocinco at the time.
Carson Palmer?
That year, Carson Palmer.
Yeah.
That year, I thought was the Bengals' year.
Yeah, but a lot of times the Bengals either lost Carson or lost Andy Dalton.
Right, they did.
They had some really good teams, man. Hey, here's the last. Hey, this is the crazy one, man. If Belichick's son get a head coaching job, I'm just gonna throw my hands up, man. If he get one,
that's it. That ain't no risk.
I'm about to give y'all the answer.
You gonna get a job.
I'm about to give y'all the answer.
All right.
The team that will hire Belichick's son, it won't be this year, but that team is going to be the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Patriots.
Man, ain't no way in the world, man.
Put your hands up and wave.
Yo,
ain't no way in the world.
I wanna put a plug on the next coach we have up on the list, Zimmer. Zimmer got fired, right? Dennis Allen was supposed to be geared for another head coaching job. So let's just say he gets a head coaching job from the Saints. Guess who's best friends with Zimmer? Sean Payton. Zimmer is a defensive specialist.
Okay.
I'm just going to go on a limb and say Zimmer is going to have a defensive coordinator job with the Saints.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
No, I wouldn't either because I think he's a good defensive coordinator. He just,
I mean, his own players said he was out of touch like throughout the season. I knew he would get fired. And
he's a grumpy old bastard.
Right.
Yeah,
that's why he should not be the head. He should
listen. He's going to be the head coach at a place, and that place is Vegas. Trust me.
Think so?
Zimmerman? Zimmer better not get another head coaching job. I'm with you. I'm with yeah. I probably say Zimmer. I'm with Kaz, man. He's probably a better coordinator than anything, man.
He's the exact type guy that the Davis family would bring in.
No, I don't think so because they already got enough. They already got enough heat with the dude they had like that with Gruden. They don't want that no more.
It's too much heat. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, just keep watching. So listen, listen. EB, I don't know why. Maybe he don't. EB not. He not going nowhere this year either.
I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't want him to go nowhere. I don't think none of those jobs, unless it's something like I wouldn't take the New York job if I'm EB. I would.
Anybody took
I would maybe take the Miami job if I get Deshaun Watson, right? I would take, if I'm Airbnb, I would take the Carolina job if I'm getting a quarterback to come with me. I wouldn't take the Jacksonville job. It's a dumpster fire, but I tell you who would be perfect for Jacksonville, and that's Caldwell. I think Caldwell should go out there and clean it up. And he already know what to do because him and Tony Dungy did it with Peyton Manning after his horrible rookie season. So
real quick, you got the Jacksonville job, the Vegas job, the Giants, Bears,
the Vikings,
Denver, and that's 7. Is it one more?
Did you say Giants? Free. What's the running back name?
Saquon Barkley?
Yeah,
he can't stay healthy.
Free him. He'll stay healthy in New England.
And we're dealing 2.0.
Saquon Barkley.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that's he is too good of a running back to be in that situation.
There's at least 7 jobs open, and it might end up being 8.
Man, listen, the most lucrative job out there is that Minnesota job. That's a good football team.
I was about to say the Raiders actually are in the playoffs. I would say that's a good situation to go to.
Do you think they make old buddy to remove his interim and make him head?
I would.
And for LA, I mean for Vegas, hell yeah, why not? Look what they've done since he's been the head coach.
I can't. They lost 3 in a row after the Gruden fire, right? They didn't lose a couple in a row.
Shit, they had their own boy.
Yeah, I mean because remember Gruden got fired and then Henry Ruggs ran over everybody.
And then even
everybody.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and go to Zimmerman. I keep saying Zimmerman. Let's go to Zimmer. I think Kaz wanted to actually touch on the fact that he didn't allow my man Jefferson to get their record.
Receiving yards record from a second.
Yeah, how you feel about that?
That was shitty. Like for one, you got to think when your agent is going to negotiate a contract, he's going to list your accomplishments. That's one less accomplishment your agent can actually, because I seen him talking about this. That's one less accomplishment that your agent can say, like, this is why he's deserving. In his 2-year career, this guy broke such and such record.
I don't think that Justin Jefferson is gonna have a problem getting a new contract when it's
that's funny.
Right. I get what you're saying, Corey, but it's still something. You know, you play football. You know, if you say if someone told you was 15 yards away from breaking the Texas record of anything, bro, and your coach said, nah, we can taking it out your hand it off to the running back.
That's why
he didn't have a problem. He didn't have a problem giving Adrian Peterson the ball when Adrian Peterson was about to break the record, and Adrian Peterson just took the knee.
Right, that's that situation. But we talking about Justin Jefferson at this point.
The situation where I was like, man, what is this dude doing? Is when they were like, hey, these last couple of games, you know what I mean? Like, are you going to give Kellen Mond the rookie quarterback? And he was like, no, I see him every day. Why am I going to give him a look?
That's cold blooded right there, because
that's just dirty.
Oh, he knew he was gonna get fined.
That's cold blooded, man.
Because
he telling you, hey, look, every day at practice, I ain't saying nothing that make me want to throw him in the game, man.
No, you know what I mean?
No, that's not what he's saying. That's what he wanted you to think he's saying. What he was saying is, I know I ain't got no job here. Y'all gonna have to do this work yourself.
He must have knew he was gonna get fined.
My time to argue.
You're not finna put him in the game and then be like, why the hell didn't y'all start him all year? You know what I mean? Y'all would have been a whole lot better. You're not finna do that shit to me.
You think that's what it was?
Yeah,
man. I don't know. Yeah. It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like and it was how he answered the question. It was straight faced. He was like, "No, I'm not putting him in the game."
The only reason I think he ain't know because of that move with Jefferson. That's a saving money move.
No, he knew he was out of there. Everybody, they've been calling for his head since the beginning of the season. He knew he was gone.
Man, they've been calling for his head since 2 years ago.
Case Keenum.
Fact.
Yeah, but like I said, if Dennis Allen gets a head coaching job, Sean Payton is going to get his best friend up in New Orleans.
He should.
You think he gonna still be here?
Who, Sean Payton? Why not? Gail Benson basically gave this man a key to the city. Like, Sean Payton is not going anywhere.
Yeah, Sean Payton ain't going nowhere, man.
No, what I'm saying is he shouldn't hire Zimmer. He just shouldn't.
No.
As a
I think he would be a great defensive coordinator. And thank you, Dallas Cowboys. Chris Richard is an excellent secondary coach. I think he coached up the Saints secondary very well. But I want to get to the third person up in this list. Matt Nagy.
Okay,
I think they are a year too late from this damn firing. They should have fired him a year ago.
Should have never hired him. Should have never hired him.
No,
yeah.
And you know he came from he was working with Andy Reid.
Was he?
I can't tell. Did he not have a notebook? Did he not take notes? Did he not see how to coach the offense?
Listen, man. You can use the same ingredients, but if you don't know how to flavor it, it's still gonna taste like trash. Dude, first of all, that man was gift wrapped. That man went out and got Mitch Trubisky.
It's true.
From North Carolina. Over a Deshaun Watson.
The quarterback that only started a season. He couldn't even supplant the dude that was there before him. He had to wait till he graduated.
Didn't he also get picked over your quarterback? Damn.
Yep. And guess who's happy? Guess who's happy that? Guess who's happy about that?
The Saints not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Because Patrick Mahomes was supposed to be a Saint.
Listen, if Patrick Mahomes would have ended up in Chicago, he would have looked just like Justin Fields do now.
Probably would, because you got a quarterback. Corey, you're not lying. Because
I can't get mad at that. I can't get mad at that.
Not that bad. Huh? That was my rookie of the year pick, man.
Man, listen, when I finally saw Chicago play and I saw what Justin Fields was having to go through, he's lucky to be alive.
Boy, luckily that boy runs a 4.5 because he needed every bit of that 4.5 most of the times when he's dropping back.
Yeah, man.
All right. What y'all? Everybody agrees that Matt Nagy is trash and probably not going to get another head coaching job ever in his career.
He can head coach a Pop Warner team. Yes.
All right, then. I think we agree up on that one.
I don't even like his name.
Last guy though. I mean,
I didn't even know this dude before he got this job.
No. Listen to me. He's going to fail up. He will be a head coach this season coming up.
You think so?
Absolutely. I promise you. Listen, for some odd reason, he is the dang, what was that one coach that just kept getting fired and hired? Rex Ryan. He's the Rex Ryan of now.
Yo, but
hey,
this is the thing.
Are they going to these interviews and they just believe in everything they're saying? Like are they going to these interviews and saying the only reason why this happened bad is, and they just start pointing fingers and like, okay, well, it wasn't your fault, and like
when the last time y'all offended anybody?
No, listen, guys. Listen.
Sounds like baby mamas.
Listen. Y'all got to listen to this. They're not going in the interview saying anything. These GMs and owners already know who they want to hire at the beginning of the interview process.
Right. Well, with that being said, Jay, why even have the Rooney Rule?
Because it doesn't look right. It's no different. It's no different than if I opened up a burger shop right now. I'm gonna get my homeboy to manage it, but I'm gonna post the management job in the paper because he's gonna need some good assistant managers too. Because I know my homeboy can't manage a burger spot.
Listen, you can't either.
Lamar, listen, Lamar. I don't disagree with what you said, but Matt Nagy had how long to draft some offensive linemen before they drafted Justin Fields, and they got one. They knew that offensive line was trash.
Who are they first round picks for the last 3 years?
They gave him up for your boy on defense.
Khalil Mack.
Yeah, Khalil Mack.
They didn't have. I think the last first round pick they probably had.
Mr.
Trubisky.
Oh yeah, welcome to the Man Down podcast. Now we're all caught up.
There you go.
All right, man. I think we done with them suckers, man. They out of here, man. All of them got fired, man. We just missing Matt Rule, man.
Fangio will have a job this year as a head coach.
Fangio was actually good. Like the Broncos was actually good through the first 6 games. I don't know what happened.
They was good through the last.
I agree, Lamar. I agree 100%, Lamar. I do. Listen, the it's not like the Broncos are a bad team. They're not terrible. They got good weapons, you know. Yeah. They just got to put it together. They need a quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater, he was decent, but he couldn't stay healthy. Drew Lock plays good football. Bad. He played good football sometimes too. He's just kind of streaky, you know what I mean? And they have and the rookie running back that they have is decent as well. I mean, they have a pretty decent team.
And then they got Judy, Noah Fant at receiver. I mean, at tight end. Judy at receiver.
Cortland Sutherland at the other wide receiver. Yeah. They're not bad.
Boy, they have that's a nice 1-2 punch. And Noah Fant, isn't he like the fastest tight end ever or something like that? Boy, ran like a
that's better than Lawrence and Etienne.
Lawrence to Etienne? You talking about?
Yeah. Well, we don't know how good. We don't know how good Etienne gonna be.
Yeah, so the Denver job is more appealing than the Jacksonville job. However, Denver has to face Kansas City twice a year.
Devontae Parker and Jalen Waddle and Gesicki. So you got 2. That's another good offensive job. That is definitely another good, promising offensive job.
And the Dolphins play solid defense too.
Yes, and you got to think they also have an extra first-round pick this year, right? Because didn't he get 2 first-round picks when he gave up Laremy Tunsil to Houston?
They sure did.
So they actually get another first-round pick this year. So that is actually an enticing job. Not to mention it's in Miami.
All you gotta do, man.
Miami is Miami. I tell you that.
They need to figure out a way to get Deshaun Watson in that puzzle.
A-Sappery. They have an extra first-round pick.
Yeah. I wonder who made that.
All right, real quick. Let's run through this real quick, man. And I just want to hear y'all thoughts on the studs and duds. Tell me, starting with the Colts. Stud or dud for week 18?
Dud.
Explain.
How you blow that?
Yo, Melvin, this is why I think you can't give a running back MVP. Because of you can key on individually on him when it actually matters. And that's why I posted into the group. Man, and I didn't. I wanted Jonathan Taylor to be in that discussion. But they shut him down, and we see that Wentz is not the quarterback to carry him.
I think we already knew that though, Ken.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield with one leg. That's what Carson Wentz is. Baker Mayfield with one good knee. So,
I'll take Carson Wentz 7 days a week over Baker Mayfield.
Nah,
I would too.
I definitely will too.
He's not gonna be there for 6 of them days though. That's the thing. Even this year, Carson Wentz didn't. Availability is key, bro. But my whole point is that they're done.
You can't blow a
Taylor,
game against Jacksonville, though, man.
Oh, don't give me, yo. I understand. He is hot doo-doo in Louisiana, like on a summer day. I get that. But my whole point is that what I was trying to convey to Mel was the whole Jonathan Taylor thing. I still wanted to see the brother do good up in this game, at least to get him to the playoffs. And at least if you make it to the playoffs, your name could be placed up in that magical hat for MVP. Because Mel, I was agreeing with you, and y'all could go look at the Texas that Jonathan Taylor should be mentioned. Now you can't mention him.
Well, I mean,
he laid an egg. But what you described on how you can key on a running back just shows that it's actually harder to impress at that position and be in the MVP discussion, and it's a little easier to do it as a quarterback because all the stats gonna be yours. All you gotta do is play well and have some stud receivers that you throw to, you know. So but go ahead, Corey.
I mean, he 15 for 77. I mean, he averaged 5 yards a carry. I mean, that's a good number in the NFL. You know what I mean? He didn't erupt for 180. He didn't score, right? He didn't score. And they needed Carson Wentz to deliver and give him some passes. But I mean, we've seen this Carson Wentz for how long now? Like, what made anybody think that it was going to be different?
Because he actually
different uniform, I guess.
No, I was saying, isn't that head coach was the offensive coordinator when he won the MVP? Well,
yeah, I mean, how'd that work out?
MVP?
How'd that work out?
They won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, without him.
Listen, here's the thing, man. They needed their quarterback to make plays. He's incapable of making plays.
It's simple.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's incapable. He just didn't do it that game. They needed it.
No. No. He didn't do it that season. We'll go season. All right, who's next?
Man, I was
the Raiders. They're studs. Raiders are studs. But Jazz is disqualified. Your opinion about the Raiders is disqualified. We know this about you.
It's a dud. It's a dud, bro. I'll tell you why.
Biasness.
The Chargers. Listen, I wanted the Raiders to win. I didn't want the Chargers in the playoffs. I just told y'all that. The Chargers has what it takes to beat the Chiefs, or play them close, or at least play them close. The Chargers. The Raiders were content with a tie, and then the Chargers called a timeout. And ta-da, you know what I'm saying? Look, but the Raiders was up by 14 with 7 minutes left to go, and they needed every second of overtime to pull that out. They showed you why they won't last long in the playoffs. However, Brooklyn pick of the week time, they will upset Cincinnati. Let's go.
It's interesting.
You call him a dud, but
can we give studs to who we want to give it to?
Listen. Sure. They're a dud, period. But it is what it is.
I think that they get a shot in Cincinnati. I'll give them a chance to win if they release Henry Ruggs and let him play.
I think Henry Ruggs was been bonded out, bro. We just don't hear about him because he's not up in.
No, he's on house arrest. Yeah, he's not in jail.
This ain't going to say the Madden tournament.
Hunter Riff, what's his name? Riff
Oh,
Rowe?
his ass would be in the game if it was a Madden tournament. That's for sure.
What's your boy name? Riff Rowe? He's really stepped up, bro.
Oh yeah, man. Hunter Riff, he's a good receiver, man.
Yeah.
But I won't give a stud for the season to the Philadelphia Eagles.
No,
He just want to
I'm very petty.
Rub this in our face because he was the only one that was saying Philly was gonna play well. I gotta give him his props for that, man. Slim was the only one that said Philly was gonna do something.
Did they play well?
They
in
did
the playoffs.
They played well.
Dude,
Hurts played
they in
well
the
as
playoffs.
well.
Who played well as well?
Yeah.
I mean, some people had them on 19.
They don't even have 19 games.
I know. That's how horrible they had them.
God, man, he said 0-19. That's terrible.
They lost 2 scrimmage games.
I don't think the Raiders were a dud. I mean, they go into the playoffs. They won a game that they had to win, even though the Chargers just, I don't know what they was thinking, but hey, you gotta play better defense. You take the lead and you gotta play better defense than that.
I am gonna give it to the Steelers though, even though I was hoping they lost.
We didn't even get to
I hated that.
Yeah, the Raiders, I'm gonna give them a stud. Yeah, y'all already heard it. I think, and Jay, you don't like it, but I actually think they have a defensive line to actually contend with y'all offense, but they don't have to blitz. Because I actually think the Raiders actually has a decent defensive line.
Hold on, Kaz. Just in. Kansas City played Vegas 2 times this year. Do anybody real quick pull up those scores?
And ain't no reason. Chiefs won. Next topic.
No. The Chiefs didn't just win. Somebody pull up those scores.
I know they didn't just win. They won convincingly. I got it. We got you.
It's the playoff. It's the playoffs though, man. It's a whole new ball game.
Everybody's record
It's a whole
starts
new
over.
ball game. Yeah, whole new ball game.
There's no way that you lose to a team 44-10 and 41.
Wait, time out. Pause. I need to stop you, Jay, because you was up in Corey bandwagon last year when the Saints blew the Buccaneers out one time and beat the brakes off of them another time. And when Corey was saying it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, I specifically remember you being up in this coat wagon and like, yeah, Kaz, I'm gonna go with the Bucs. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. But here you are being biased as always and say, oh, could y'all pull up the scores for the 2 games in the season? No, it don't work like that. You can't be biased when you want to. No, so you could just be biased. Oh, come on.
So hold on. I can't be biased when I want to. So when can I be biased?
Never.
Right next. Here's the thing. It's not even a bias, bro. Listen, the real numbers, the real life numbers. In week 10, it was 14-41. In week 14, it was 48-9. Bro, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. They didn't show up the first 2, so this would be the first time that they play.
Damn.
Just show up.
I mean, it might be one of those things though to where everything Kansas City do well just happen to be the things that the Raiders don't do well. So, I mean, when you beating a team convincingly like that, man, sometimes you just don't have the horses that you need to even match up with that squad, man. But like I said, it's the playoffs, man. Anything can happen. Anything can happen, man.
Dude, the way the NFL teams are built, like I want to stay on top of it. The way the NFL teams are built, you build teams to beat certain people. Like the Raiders built their team to beat the Chargers. The Chargers built their team to beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs built their team to be explosive. It wasn't this year, but that's the way they built it. You know what I'm saying? To beat everybody. So again, the Chargers present a matchup nightmare for the Chiefs. The Raiders don't present that. Like, especially with their front, however many, 7. They whole front 11 couldn't do nothing with them if it was 48-9.
Yeah, stranger things have happened though. Stranger things have happened, man. All right, the Chargers Studs or duds?
Man,
Duds.
I'd say
I give the Chargers a stud, but I give the
stud.
coaching a dud.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. For exactly. These dudes went for it on 4th and 6 on their own 18.
They were playing Madden.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. That was real dumb. And that time
They've done that a few times this
even
season.
dumber. Yeah.
Dude,
When they played the Chiefs, they got inside the red zone like 4 times and walked
and
away
we
with no
kick field
points.
goals. We
Yeah,
kick no
man.
field goals.
Would not kick a field goal. Went for it every time and didn't get nothing.
And then their coach said, "Hey man, hey guys, this is who I am."
He played
At the end of the season, he showed you he wasn't lying. He's a stud because he tells the truth. This is who
That
I
man
am.
said, so what? I'll bump a little.
Yeah,
That's pretty much what he said.
that's exactly what he said, big man. But I say they are a much better team than the Raiders. They lost to a team that they were better than, and when it counted the most,
It's true. Who was the head coach last year? What was his name?
For who?
Black dude.
With the white beard. What's the
Lynn.
name?
Yeah.
Yes. Hey,
I was about to call that man Jeremy.
Jeremy Lin.
Wrong as hell.
Yeah.
It's about to be wrong as hell.
Yeah, I think it's Anthony Lynn.
Anthony. Yeah, if he's the head coach, they win that game.
All right. Possibly.
If he's the head coach, they probably win the division.
They ain't in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah,
They fired him a little too early too. They didn't give him enough time.
he was doing a lot of stupid things last year, but
He was losing close games, is what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lamar,
he was.
Lamar, 100%. I agree.
He was.
Don't disagree.
and the Steelers.
It seemed like these coaches be getting fired for.
Shade
All right,
changes
so
your grade.
if you remember when Hugh Jackson was in Cleveland and they had Tyrod Taylor and Hugh wanted to go with Tyrod, and then it was almost like in order for Baker to get in there, they had to kind of like choose Baker over Hugh Jackson. Well, when you think about Hubert, he wasn't the week 1 starter. I think it was Tyrod again. They had Tyrod again, and
He was the week 1 starter.
yeah, and they had to puncture
Because-
Tyrod. They had to punch his lungs to get Hubert in there. It was almost like
man swear they did that shit on purpose, bro.
Hey, I promise you, with that squad they got in LA, Hubert don't see the field none that season because Tyrod would have been rocking and rolling.
No, he wouldn't. He would have fell off. That's the bad part about it. Hey, we got just because he's black, we don't have to back him all the time. Tyrod Taylor is average, bro.
Tyrod is not a bad quarterback.
As a head coach,
He's average.
outside
If
of
you
Marvin
see
Lewis,
the arm talent of Herbert, Tyrod don't possess that.
No,
as
he
a head
don't.
coach,
He don't.
I
But
agree.
we don't. But we don't
should
see
have never
that.
seen the
Yeah.
arm talent of Herbert.
Tyrod
as a head
won
coach,
too many
man,
games not to even get it.
outside of Marvin Lewis, white head coaches, they'll ask them time and time again, hey man, it's like they can do no wrong. Like, bro, we know you did this, but hey, we got faith in you. We got faith in you. And so they have to push you out. With black coaches, it a lot of times it's, hey man, what did you do right? Well, I won 10 games. Well, we didn't make the playoffs. Well, I got us to the playoffs. Well, you didn't win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's buddy name in Tampa Bay that got fired for, and Bruce Arians took his team to a championship?
Dennis Green.
Raheem Moore.
Yeah.
Raheem Moore.
Oh shit!
And what does he do
He
now?
said Dennis Green.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Arizona. My bad.
Coordinator.
The same thing.
Coordinator for who?
Rams, I think.
I got a question for you older guys.
Yeah.
Y'all don't tell y'all sons. Well, I think I'm the youngest one besides Cash. And y'all don't tell y'all sons you got to be twice as better than a white dude.
Nope.
No.
I don't.
They used to tell us that when we was coming up, man. I don't repeat that. I just let them know what the real is. I explained it to
for
them.
me, I think that you should be your best, whatever your best is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Run your own race. Compare yourself to yesterday's you. If you're not getting better each day, then you're not working hard enough.
They compare yourself to today's white guy.
Hey man, listen.
Oh, Raheem Morris is up on Zoe's team.
You see these right here?
No, I thought Raheem Morris was with the Rams.
No,
Practice?
Coach for the Falcons from the 2020 to 21 season.
He's
coordinator.
He's the defensive coordinator for the Rams.
Yeah, he is. He definitely is.
Yeah. He's the defensive coordinator for the Rams.
He might have been with the Falcons last year, but he with the Rams this year.
Oh,
yeah, he's
yeah,
defensive coordinator for the Rams.
Yeah.
The 2020
All right,
to
Pittsburgh, man. Studs of the
Could I do an in-between line?
Duds.
Sure.
Because, I mean, I don't want to call them a dud because they actually made the playoffs, but they're not a stud to me. Did they make the
playoffs?
Yeah.
Did they make the playoffs?
No, the Colts didn't make the playoffs. That's what happened.
No. I know they're in the playoffs.
The Chargers made the playoffs for the Steelers.
No, the Colts did. Because if the Colts win, Pittsburgh is eliminated.
That's true.
But Pittsburgh made it, though. They won. So
just think about this. Think about this. Everything worked out for the Steelers because yes, it did. Because there is no way if the Chargers don't call that timeout, right? If the Chargers don't call that timeout, that game ends in a tie, right? And the Steelers aren't in it. The Colts had to lose to Jacksonville. Who picked them to lose against Jacksonville? And they lost.
You know
everything worked out for them.
Corey, Derek Carr has stated that we was about to just kneel the ball. We was about to kneel the ball, but y'all called timeout.
Just take a knee and call it a season, and we both in the playoffs, and everybody's happy. You know what I mean?
The Chiefs would not be happy.
But here's the thing. Just make things easy for them, though.
Here's the thing: Pittsburgh is in. And they did all that clawing and fighting, and Big Ben taking turns around Heinz Field and going to the Big Trust and winning in an overtime thriller.
Big Trust.
And all of that. And your reward is, hey, now you got to go to Arrowhead. Congratulations.
Wait, what is Big Trust?
That's
I thought that was Mark Ingram.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But he was
like,
no, that's what they all kept saying that.
Yeah. Big Trust was on the side. He was on the side. Big Trust on the sideline for Alabama, and it didn't work out too well.
He's still on the sideline thanks to the 49ers.
But
all right,
I said, Steelers, I'm gonna put in between.
Let's do this real quick. Let's go to the playoffs.
I thought we was going to the playoffs.
I thought, where we going?
Right.
The Saints need the Rams to win to go to the playoffs. Shit. The Rams had one damn job.
Oh shit. Where's my?
We can go over what? Let's go over AFC matchups first.
All right, wait, hold on.
We just start with the Chiefs and the Steelers.
He's back. He is back. Mel the man is back.
But I tell you, man, something was up with my Wi-Fi.
Who's up in the Wi-Fi? You got to kick.
You got a Madden tournament going on downstairs. Break that up.
Yeah, man. It's almost like they get it started right when I'm about to get on, man. I think everybody hate when I get locked in this room like this, and they just make it a bad night for me, man.
That's crazy.
All right,
that's crazy.
Corey, take us through this real quick, man, and let's do some picks. Let's talk about these games.
All right, man. We started off first with Jay's Chiefs versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Man,
I don't even know why we're talking about it. I don't even think it's gonna be close, to be honest. I think it'll be a legit blowout.
I don't think
anybody else think the same thing.
No, I think the Chiefs gonna win, but I don't think it's gonna be a blowout.
You don't?
3 touchdowns.
I'm calling
at least 3 touchdowns. Right.
Don't call it upset. Steelers by 6.
Oh, that's brave.
Do you know how everything would have to work in order for the Steelers to win the game?
Them boys got TJ Watt.
TJ Watt would have to get 6 sacks. Najee Harris would have to rush for about 180.
He hurt.
Hey, shit, that's it. Game's over.
The only reason why I can't give the Steelers a chance, because I give everybody a chance in the playoffs, right? The only reason why I can't give the Steelers a chance is because their quarterback can't throw the ball consistently
15
enough
yards.
down the field.
But he announced he's retiring. We all know how that work out for white quarterbacks.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you could say that. And the last quarterback that couldn't throw 15 yards was Peyton Manning, and his defense was good enough to get him a whole Super Bowl.
Yes, I'm not betting against a white quarterback that's retired.
That man named Payo.
Yeah, I'm with you, Slim. I can't give Payo time, man. That's my Rams insider, man. His YouTube channel is doing real good, man.
Oh yeah,
he do some good content over there. So yeah, go check him out over there too. But yeah, the Steelers, I can't pick them, bro. I'm going Chiefs.
I'm going Chiefs too, but not by 3 touchdowns.
I think the Steelers gonna win that game, and not just because of Ben's riding out, but something with them Steelers, bro. It's something about them, especially against Mahomes. I can't figure it out because they wasn't supposed to win this game the other day.
So the 2 times that Ben Roethlisberger has played Pat Mahomes in Pat Mahomes' career, the total score is like 78-14.
Yeah, I think Bama and Georgia had similar stories.
No, they didn't. In every game, in every of the last 4 games that Georgia played Bama, Georgia was up by at least 2 touchdowns, and Bama came roaring back. Their luck ran out. It ain't the same thing.
They won though. You got a lot L. You was handed that L at the end of the game.
I want to hear the Steelers take from Slim. That's why I got him on the big screen.
You got him on the big screen.
And no take is a guarantee. Now you making me up in the sense you put my face in the screen. Ben Roethlisberger.
Drop the bomb.
Najee Harris gonna be pissed, but they ain't got nothing to do with Pittsburgh. I mean not Pittsburgh, the Chiefs. I really do think real shit, bro. Cause now I gotta curse a little bit. It's something about the Steelers got a gene. Roethlisberger been in the league how many years? 15, 14?
Yeah.
1,000.
Since like 2003.
He'd been in every situation you could think of. Was he on that team when Tebow beat him?
Yeah,
Brandon Ingram went off tonight.
Sure.
He saw that shit. You don't think he well, I know he thinks so. He won 2 Super Bowls? Bro, people gonna win that game. I can't even give you a legit reason why. Because there's no reason they should. But I think the Steelers are gonna win that game by 6 points. It's something about the Steelers in the period where people count them out, and I hate Ben Roethlisberger. He just get away with R words. I don't know how you do that, but
did y'all see that post I put on? Did y'all see that?
Some cash on that game.
Did y'all see that post I put on?
I don't know what it is, bro. They're going
to
win by 6.
Would you be willing to put some cash?
27-21, huh?
Would you be willing to put some cash on that game?
No.
Jay, I'll put cash that they don't win by 3 touchdowns. I'll put
cash. I'll put cash that the Saints don't win none of them.
No, all right. So you know, a debate.
Discredit
the other person's defense to make yourself right.
50.
He just said 50. Jay. 50. There you go.
Bet good.
Got my cash app?
I don't need it.
You're gonna send me over $600. Now I'm gonna get taxed for this shit. But I'm willing to work for it.
Hey, that's gonna be real good. Let me get to some of these comments, man.
Put Jay in the big screen. Look at his face.
Hey, Payo Time said with the Packers losing the playoffs by a memorable play again.
Jay face is the
what y'all think? You know what? Payo Time. We gonna get to that. We gonna go to these games bit by bit. We'll get to them. All right, what's next?
Right, JB Smooth.
We got the Bills and the Patriots. I think that's that's a great game. That is a great game.
It's gonna be a great game. I'm saying that like it's not gonna be snowing this weekend here in Boston.
Patriots.
I'm going to Bills, bro.
Patriots.
This is
you
tough.
know what? Now, if Tre'Davious White was with the Bills, hands down, like I wouldn't even question it. But I'm going with the Bills by, I would give it 27-24.
I don't think Tre'Davious White makes that much of a difference. I mean, the Patriots won a game throwing the ball 3 times this season.
Against who?
Against Buffalo.
Against Buffalo.
It was raining that game.
Yeah,
Bill
it's gonna be snowing this game.
Right.
Ain't nothing but frozen rain.
Patriots.
I'm telling you, man, the Patriots is Bill Belichick in the playoffs, man. They got a game plan for the Bills, bro.
Y'all might be right, but I just think it's Josh Allen and the Bills' time to shine. Like that rain, snow is not the same as rain. The ball is not wet instantly.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Hey, can we do a quick question and answer with Mel?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Mel, is it true that one time in your life you was a Bills fan?
Yeah.
Hey, Mel, as a Bills fan or a recovering Bills fan, did you ever think that it was the Bills' time to shine?
Yeah, sure.
Who the hell rooted for the Bills?
Excuse me, guys.
My Master Chief, my old Master Chief.
Excuse me, guys. This is a really good in-depth interview. Hey, Mel, did the Bills ever live up to their time to shine?
Not in the Super Bowl.
Is it true, Mel, that the whole Bill Mafia has never seen their team win a Super Bowl?
I don't know. Not since I've been watching.
Four straight
You
Super
a
Bowls.
Thurman's Thomas fan?
So I say all that to say, Kaz, it will never be the Bills' time, just like it would never be the Vikings' time.
Yo, his
That shit
name
don't
is
happen.
Thurman.
So I'm gonna say this, and yes, the weather conditions will be different, but just like you said, they will be playing in Buffalo. They will have the Bills Mafia there with a rookie quarterback. Y'all putting that much faith in a rookie quarterback?
No, I'm putting that much faith in Bill Belichick.
Faith in Bill Belichick. I'm putting that much faith in Bill Belichick.
You might put Judah on that quarterback. You never know with that guy.
Where was that fate last year when he had Cam Newton at quarterback?
I do have a question about those weather conditions.
How many starters did they have out that didn't play because of COVID?
You know what's funny?
Nine
You know what's
defensive
funny?
starters.
Four of those starters are still not there. And this is the thing. You know what's so funny with that? With that same excuse, Bill always trade away his best talent on defense, and he still managed to win.
He didn't trade away Judon. He didn't trade away Judon.
I don't want to ever hear that excuse with Bill.
He didn't trade away Judon.
He traded away Tyler. He traded away. He's traded away so many good pieces up in his defense before it was their time.
He ain't traded them away yet. He ain't traded them away yet.
It's 4 of those people that's still not there. It's 4 of those people still not there from last year.
But 5 of them are.
Stephon Gilmore and his other cornerback is not even there.
They don't need him.
He traded Gilmore away.
He don't need
him.
My whole point. That's my point. I don't want to hear that about his defense.
9 and 5 is a difference of 4. You a nuke. You know this.
9 and 5. It was not 9 of his starters was out last year. Starters?
9 of their defensive starters were out last year because of COVID.
Because of COVID, the COVID.
They didn't play because of COVID.
No, they had 9 players on their defense, not 9 starters. There's a difference.
Okay.
Because Stephon Gilmore and the other cornerback McCarty played. He had 3 offensive line. I mean, 3 down linemen.
Who?
I don't know their name. It's the Patriots. I remember looking this up because of a debate. Bro, 3 and 2 is 5. You only have 11 players on defense. How you?
I like this math lesson y'all giving us though.
No, don't give that math lesson.
Corey said 9 and 5. The difference of that is 4. Yeah, I like this. 3 and 2 is 5. I like
it. Your boy would say big mouth.
I'm just saying, you have 11 positions on defense, and I just gave you 5 starters had played last year.
You said 3 down linemen. I don't know who those 3 down linemen are. No idea who they are.
Me neither.
I don't even know if that's relevant.
No, I really don't.
Listen,
Because right now,
You said
because
nine.
who gonna win the game? The Patriots.
I agree.
Patriots.
All right.
Adding up all the points.
I gotta go with Buffalo, but I'm afraid that go with
Now,
Buffalo.
don't do it 2 years in a row.
Because I mean, was that me and you Slim last year?
Yep,
Vouching for
that's
Buffalo?
why I can't do it this year. I can't do it, bro.
I'm going with Buffalo. They at home. It's a rookie quarterback. I get everything that Bill is, and him scheming for a team and a quarterback is scary. Giving them a whole week to do it, I get all that, man. But I just don't think what I think Bill Belichick does with quarterbacks. It's kind of fooled him a little bit. He knows what their weaknesses are, and he put you in bad and tough situations. But if we're talking about this snow gonna be a factor, it ain't gonna be a lot of passes thrown anyway. So now you got to figure out how to stop Jared Allen's legs, along with the running backs he's gonna be using as well. And then, oh, by the
They
way,
didn't do
he
a
got
bad job of it last time.
Not last game. Buffalo beat them, but the game where they didn't hand it was in the rain. Jared Allen was still getting his because he was the only quarterback throwing the ball in that game. Mac didn't throw it but 2 or 3 times. Jared Allen was still slinging it in the rain, so it ain't like Bill was really scheming something up that he couldn't figure out.
Did he sling it to a victory?
No, he didn't. But they couldn't stop the run though. It ain't had nothing to do with Jared Allen. They couldn't stop the run. I think it's gonna be different. I'm going with Buffalo.
Okay.
Can you stop the rain?
All right, in the last game in the AFC, we have the Bengals and the Raiders.
You didn't let me pick the Patriots yet.
Oh, go ahead, man. You already said the Patriots.
All right, go to the next.
Bengals and the Raiders.
Bengals. We already know Jay said he got book 'em pick of the week. I'm picking the Raiders.
Actually,
that's tough.
After further thinking, I would like to reconsider. And I would like to pick the Raiders. Like that.
Bengals. I'm going Bengals.
Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand what I'm doing.
Y'all
don't even understand what I'm doing.
Chris Berman.
I see you.
Y'all don't
trying
even.
You're trying to line up this Chiefs Raiders matchup again.
and not only that, here's the thing. Chiefs Patriots at Arrowhead, AFC Championship game. Book that.
I want to see Bengals and Chiefs again.
You won't see that.
I want to.
Jay don't want to see it. Jay don't want to see that.
I do. Here's the thing.
Y'all cannot stop.
Put that big camera on me. Listen to me.
Put that big camera on me.
Put that big camera on. There he is. There he is.
Hi, guys. My name is Jay, and I'm a Chiefs fan.
And you could tell by the blur in the background.
As being a Chiefs fan, oftentimes I've watched our head coach, Andy Reid, who's a phenomenal coach, take his foot off the gas, sometimes a bit prematurely. In the playoffs, there will be no taking foot off the gas. They had Cincinnati up 28-14. We will never, ever lose to the Bengals again. I don't care if it's the Bayou Cats, we gonna lose to any Bengal, any cat, Wildcat offense, Tiger King. Get back! We gonna lose to none of them.
None of them cats. Y'all gonna lose none of them cats. You seen that Tyreek Hill video? Y'all gonna lose some cats.
Tiger King. He busted Tiger King.
So everybody going Bengals except Jay.
Yep.
Oh man, I want, bro. These games are tough to pick.
Y'all ain't gonna like me on the other side.
This bracket look like an AAU tournament bracket. I can't get used to this extra team.
Yeah, but this is hard to pick, man, because so many teams got flaws, man, like major flaws. The only team that I think it could be a favorite, no matter who they play, is the Packers in their conference, man. But everybody else, man, like, you know, I wouldn't feel comfortable picking the Chiefs if they had to play the Bengals. I wouldn't feel comfortable picking the Chiefs if they had to play the Bills. And if the Chargers would have made it, I wouldn't feel comfortable picking the Chiefs against the Chargers. But it's the same with all these other squads, man. The Titans can be beat by anybody. Everybody can be beat on that side. It's just hard to pick. With that being said,
so hold on. Are you saying that the Packers is going to make the Super Bowl?
I think so.
I don't know yet. We got to get to that side yet. I haven't even gave it a lot of thought yet.
I was about to say they're bye week, so they don't even play this week, so it doesn't really matter.
Right.
Okay, one step closer.
I want to go Raiders against the Bengals because I just feel like when the Bengals was flying high, and it was time for them to take that extra step to just, like you got to beat teams you're supposed to beat all the time. Like it's good that you can get up for some of these Chief games and some of these games and play well, but they always turn around and lay an egg after that. And I feel like the Bengals kind of did that. And if I got to bet on a team letting me down in the playoffs, it'd probably be the Bengals. And I think the Raiders is that they just operating on a on a different wavelength right now because they got so much adversity that they might come out and really be playing like they hair on fire, man. So I'm gonna go Raiders over the Bengals.
Is Darren Wallace healthy?
Yes, he is.
I don't know. Kind of. He's
playing.
Played last game, but I ain't hear his name called.
Healthy, yeah.
That makes them super tough.
Didn't he have like a twisted knee or something like that, like a knee problem?
Yeah, maybe.
I
can't. I know he missed some games.
It was.
NFC.
So just like you were saying, this is gonna be my surprising pick because I typically go with the NFC South teams, but the Bucs don't have no receivers.
So first game we'll go Bucs versus the Eagles.
Yeah, I think I might have to go with Philly up in this one, but that's gonna be a tough one. I don't know. I don't like to pick against Tom Brady. I really don't.
Hey, who you like better as a rapper? Freeway?
They be in the studio with
or Plies? Freeway or Plies?
Plies.
Why would you?
You like Plies better as a rapper?
Yes, Freeway. The only song I can think about is Freeway. Okay. Is I can feel it in the air.
I'm sorry. I did not know you was going to pick. I am so sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I did not have no idea you was going to pick Plies.
First of all, that was Beanie Siegel.
Yeah, I said that was Beanie Siegel.
Can we get back on these brackets? Can we get back on these brackets?
I said it. My pick is the Eagles. I said my pick.
Okay,
that's another tough one.
Bucks in the name close.
I want the Eagles to win. Yeah, I want the Eagles to win, but I'm going Bucks.
Broad Street Bullets.
Man, I think it'll be the Bucks, but I think it'll be closer than you think. I think Jalen Hurts gonna come out and prove himself.
Yeah.
I think so too. And I think they're gonna miss AB in Tampa Bay.
Why?
I don't think this.
Oh man, if he didn't do that stupid stuff, like it wouldn't even be a question. It wouldn't even be a question.
Y'all don't think this is gonna end up like the NCAA tournament? It's got an NCAA tournament feel to it, bro.
It's different.
What you mean?
Now, I'll tell you why.
Upsets?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it won't. The NCAA tournament is geared off of the excitement. NFL is geared off of dollars and fan bases who spend money. But I'll put the bracket back up. All the teams that the Bengals fan base won't be good for Super Bowl, and they tried it with the Cardinals a couple of years ago, and that didn't work. But everybody else on the screen, fan base, huh?
The Bills?
The Bills Mafia.
The Bills fan base is stupid, boy. Their fan base, their fan base deserve a Super Bowl win. Actually, they're just not gonna get it.
I didn't know the city of Buffalo was as populated as it is. It has over 1 million. Yeah, it's over 1 million people up in that city. I didn't know that. I didn't know upstate New York had a city as populated, but like I said, I'm gonna go with the Eagles, and it's like I said, I don't want to pick against Tom, but who does he have to throw to? Like
Mike Evans.
We still got them tight
I
ends
thought he
too.
was still hurt. I thought Mike was still hurt.
He's playing.
Money Mike playing.
You got a boy from Kenner right here. Grayson.
Yeah, Gerald Grayson.
Cyrus
Grayson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
All
man,
right.
listen.
Go ahead,
Go
Jay.
ahead, Corey. Go ahead.
No,
go ahead, Jay.
Let Corey and Slim go first.
Forward game. Rams and Cardinals.
I thought it was the next one, the Cowboys.
We can go
trying to skip it.
We can go Rams and Cardinals next. That's cool.
No, let's go 49ers and Cowboys.
Want to go 49ers and Cowboys? Go ahead.
You goddamn right. 49ers by 22. And I'm getting in my car and driving to Jerry Jones Stadium. Hey, here's ironic. Charles Haley getting us tickets to the game. Ain't that some shit?
He said 49ers by 20. Is that what you said?
22.
Okay.
Give me one of these.
Okay. Cass, who you got?
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys in trouble.
Win.
The Cowboys in trouble.
I don't think so.
This is the
and
thing.
I tell you why.
But this is the thing with the Cowboys. So how the Niners look on, I just think the Niners legitimately just have the Rams number, because didn't they beat them like the Rams are 0-6 against the Niners underneath. What's his name? The head coach. I can't think of his name.
McVay.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
McVay.
Yeah, McVay.
Sean McVay.
Sean McVay is 0-6 against Shanahan. Like they just have their number. But I think how the Cowboys with their pass rush. So y'all gonna have both of y'all pass rushers, Randy Gregory and
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Both of them is playing this week, right?
Have all three of them, and Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons, so he could be in his free form role, right? He'll be able to blitz off the edge, and he'll also be able to cover the middle, right?
Yes.
All right. So with that being said, I think y'all have the makings to beat them, and then y'all also have Stephon get Tre'Davian get whatever Diggs y'all have that get Diggs.
Trayvon Diggs.
Trayvon, he is legit like a hit or miss. Like, dude is gonna get a turnover or he's giving up something. And I think y'all put him up on Debo, and I think y'all gonna get that turnover from him that will actually change the game. And I think y'all win. I think this is actually gonna be a higher scoring game. So I say 32-29.
Nah, Debo he go embarrass Diggs. They better not put Diggs on Debo. It's gonna be bad news for Diggs if they do that.
Hey, Corey, before you ask, who's Green Bay's coach? Who's Green Bay's coach when the 49ers beat him?
McFlurry from McDonald's.
What Mike?
No. Is that
Mike McKenzie?
McCarthy. You talking about
McCarthy.
Yeah.
Who you coach now?
Cowboy. Okay. Jay, who you got?
Oh, man. So a couple weeks ago, I called that if 49ers made it to the playoffs, they would play Dallas in the first round and beat Dallas. I called that like 4 weeks out on a conversation I was talking to Mel on the phone. I was mostly just talking just to hear the sound of my own voice. But since I said it, I got to roll with it.
Okay.
I think Dallas should win, but I'm going with Niners.
Yeah,
Mel,
I think Dallas should win too, and I want them to win. But golly, man, Zeke ain't healthy.
I thought he was
and
healthy.
The Niners is rolling on some. They rolling on some stuff, man. I listen. I like the ride when I see teams going into the playoffs on a high. on a wave, man, dog, that's the spirit you need.
You
Moving
don't
forward to
call
get through
you
that
don't call
gauntlet.
51 you don't call 51-26 a wave?
No.
I was about to,
Against
Corey,
third
I was
string.
thinking the same thing.
Just saying.
You don't.
Third
You
string.
don't.
Hey, real life,
You
real
don't come
life,
back
man.
from behind. Pause.
I say this: if the 49ers win, it will be in spite of Jimmy G, and if the 49ers lose, it'll be because of Jimmy G.
It just falls down to Jimmy G. I see.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think the 49ers. I think Jimmy G is going to have at least one completion to 7 in white. It may be.
Yeah, like I said, bro, you gotta remember, Diggs was recruited as a receiver, so he has that knowledge to that route running tree, and he has that.
Hold on, Diggs is a damn sucker for a double move, and Debo
He is.
all that in his bag. Debo got double moves all up in his bag.
Yeah, but
I agree.
his route tree, he don't expand it beyond 6. He don't because of Mike Shanahan. Because of Mike Shanahan, they keep
he's not a deep guy.
1 is a 1 drag, 2 slant, like it's all 3 out. He is all short routes because of what their offense is predicated on. And I think Diggs actually do good against routes like that. That's just my opinion.
Diggs gonna find himself real life matched up at times and a matchup nightmare against Kittle. Y'all forget Kittle's there.
I'm about to say my part.
Well, can I ask you a question though? Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
You said,
please.
Do I think 56 points is going in on the high? Sure. And 51. When I watched that game, I was like, man, and I think the reason why the Dallas Cowboys wanted to play their starters like they did is because they were so inconsistent the last 4 or 5 games that they just wanted to go in and say, let's get us clicking before the playoffs. But Philadelphia didn't have no starters out there like that. So I can't really take those 56 points and say, hey, man, that's going in on the high. It is because it's a whole bunch better than what they was doing the game before. And, you know, they had a good game the game before that, but the game before that, they had another low game. So what the 49ers did, I think, was more consistent toward the end. That gives me the warm and fuzzy that they go in clicking and firing all cylinders. Plus, the run game is what's really clicking for the 49ers. For Dallas, it's really just Dak being in his right element and hitting those receivers, but they can't get Zeke to pop one, and Pollard ain't, he has good scat back and got some speed and some moves and stuff like that, but he big player, but
good speed.
Yeah, he gonna need great speed.
I'm going 49ers, man. I am, because they go really beat them up, and I don't know if Dallas want to be beat up like that.
So no lie, Mel. The glasses now, I know what it is. Paul Pierce, bro. You give me Paul Pierce vibes.
Yes, man.
I got Bonzi Wells.
I was looking at it, I was like, bro, that's Paul Pierce. The mustache and the glasses, Paul Pierce.
The Cowboys, the 49ers front 7 that's their strong suit. Their secondary is not that fantastic. I think the Cowboys receivers will get open. I think they'll be open, and I think that Dak will have a really good game. However, I do think that the Cowboys have no answer for George Kittle. None. I think Debo and his short route running inside, I think Trayvon Diggs can handle that. But they have no answer for George Kittle at all. They don't.
What about their run attack?
The Cowboys do a good job stopping the run. They just don't do a good job stopping running quarterbacks. This is a game where Micah Parsons can play in the middle, and he can do things in the middle linebacker. You don't have to have Leighton Vander Esch sitting in the middle, because you don't have to have him rushing. You don't have to have Micah Parsons rushing the quarterback the whole time, because those two defensive ends that the Cowboys have, they can get home. They can get home on Garoppolo all day.
Yeah, they gonna stay.
I think that, but in the secondary, they have no answer for George Kittle, none whatsoever. So I think the Cowboys. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys to win, but it's gonna be close. It'll be by like 3.
Gotcha.
And that's a respectable take, Corey.
The last game.
Hold on, no. Let me introduce this one.
Go for it, bro.
So speaking of respectable takes, you had one that wasn't.
Mel and the damn bomb.
Hey, time out, man. I'm so glad that you was with me right there, buddy. No one knew what I was about to do, man. I'm so glad you picked up on that.
Hey, man, we here.
Hey, so Corey had to take this, and the Rams would not make the playoffs, and by golly, here they are, division champions.
My golly.
Did you say my golly?
My golly.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
They are.
Gosh darn it.
They are. And Matt Stafford has stayed upright.
The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
Go ahead, my bad. I didn't even really hit
Start
that.
off with who's going to win between the LA Rams and the Arizona Cardinals.
Is D-Hop back? If D-Hop is back.
Oh, yeah,
He's been back.
He been back mentally.
I was about to say, I didn't see him last game.
No, he didn't play.
Yeah,
The only thing, Lamar, the only thing that scares me about that is then you would have Leighton Vander Esch in the middle against the 49ers run, and you really don't want that.
But Leighton Vander Esch, when healthy, he's a really good linebacker.
He's not a really good linebacker. He misses a lot of tackles.
Not a really good linebacker.
Yeah, he misses a lot of tackles. A lot of tackles.
Well, all right. So my opinion was Leighton Vander Esch, if he doesn't have a neck injury, he's a really good linebacker.
He don't have a neck injury.
Well,
And I still rather have Michael Parsons in middle linebacker.
I see
Hey,
that.
man, we on to the Rams. We on to the Rams.
You're right. But I still, since he's more athletic, put him at will. He's more athletic. Let him free roam at will. That's my opinion.
I don't want to put him at will because that would match him up against Kittle, and that would leave the middle open for Leighton Vander Esch to stop the run.
He's the more athletic linebacker, so you put.
I don't. No, you bring your safety up. You bring your safety up to cover Kittle because no, you don't want to take. All they do is run George Kittle's on 9 and run the ball up the middle all game, and that's not what you want.
Yeah, but I remember specifically because I'm a Saints fan. George Kittle carrying guys on his back. You want to have a smaller guy on that tough ass dude? No. You want somebody to bring him down. You don't want the yak. George Kittle is known for yak.
I got a shirt with that picture.
You want somebody not to bat the ball down before it gets in his hand.
Exactly. I don't want him to catch it.
It's gonna be tough because
once he catch it, yak coming.
Yeah, he's guaranteed it's coming.
I'd rather a sure tackle as soon as he catch it because ain't
no such thing with George Kittle, bro.
It sure ain't.
I mean, and you know, I'm an 8'7" guy, but 8'5" hard to get down.
That's why. All right.
That's a rough dude.
That's why I was saying I would rather have Michael Parsons potentially covering him because he could run with him. He's fast. It's just
he is fast.
I would rather him. You said it yourself, Corey. You don't have a secondary, and you don't have a short tackling secondary. So who's
secondary is not sure. I never said the Cowboy. Never said the Cowboy secondary wasn't sure.
This Cowboy secondary was.
I said the 49ers secondary wasn't sure.
I thought you were saying that. All right.
No.
Play my last. All right, I'm going Cardinals.
That's so tough, man. I don't like the way the Rams.
Them boys. I don't understand.
I don't understand why why Matt Stafford keeps missing Odell Beckham or throwing Odell Beckham on the deep throws. Like he hasn't hit Odell on the deep throw yet, but he tried once a game, and they almost always is a pick, man, and it be underthrown picks. I don't know if he lost some arm strength or what's going on, man, but
He don't have no problem hitting Van Jefferson. He don't have no problem hitting Van Jefferson deep.
Listen,
No, he don't.
no, this is
He
the
hit-
problem,
he hit
man.
Jefferson.
Listen to me. Odell is faster in the game than he is in practice.
I
Period.
believe that. I believe
That's
that.
all it is. Because
I believe that.
they're all timing routes, and Odell is faster in the game than he is in practice.
Yeah.
I believe I
Yeah,
can see that.
It's something, man, because I mean the one
I mean,
who,
because they be consistently short. And
No.
he
Now-
take it-
now let
he
me
take
ask you
it
a question.
every time.
Look
Let me
back
ask you a
at
question.
Baker. Same
was
thing.
did Odell beat that rookie corner on that interception at the end of the game last game? Did he have him beat?
It was a safety over the top though.
Was it the safety? The corner.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What Stafford
Odell-
tried to do is he tried to fit it in the crease in between the corner and the safety, right? And it just didn't work. It was a bad pass.
Right. So Corey, usually if you have help over the top and you're a quarterback, you should know this. Well, I don't want to say you should know. You know this. It's a back shoulder throw, regardless.
Yeah,
of if
but-
you're running a
But
post.
that's
I remember seeing it different though.
listen, Odell, because the safety was coming over. They were playing like a cover 3. The safety had to come over to get it. It wasn't a cover 2 where the safety's directly over the top of it, right? Matt Stafford didn't want to lob the ball up in the air to give him time to recover from it. But he wanted to hit him like in the crease, right? But he threw the ball short. You're absolutely right. It was short. It just wasn't his greatest pass.
It's Matthew Stafford. What the hell are we talking about here? It ain't Mahomes. It ain't Brady. It's Matthew Stafford.
But Matthew Stafford has the arm talent of those individuals. He does.
To reach
That
Kansas.
that should have been a better thrown ball.
It was
Hey,
off.
Hey, sometimes they get away from you.
Yeah,
Yeah, Calvin Johnson. He had 9 years of making mistakes.
You're right. And you're right. Kevin Johnson, you throw bad passes, he gonna get them anyway. You're absolutely right.
Oh, so y'all ever
Okay,
seen
here
the sports
we go
science
right
of
here.
Calvin Johnson?
Hold on. Here we go right here, Cash.
See the safety in the 3 back deep.
Which one?
See the one safety right here on the bottom of your screen.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Which one?
Go ahead.
No. They're
The
playing.
guy back on the 50. They playing a cover 3. Watch him.
No, but
Hit
that
play.
safety wasn't involved though. That safety wasn't
Watch.
involved. It was
watch
just
the play
it was just
develop,
guy that's on
Mel.
Odell right here at the top.
Watch
It
the-
was them two.
Yeah, 'cause
Watch
it's
the
one
play
deep.
develop.
It's one deep. They're playing
Right.
one deep.
They're in a
Look where the
cover
safety
3.
is at. Look where that safety is at.
Yeah, one deep.
Odell has the guy beat. Right?
No, he doesn't have him beat.
Listen,
That-
Corey. Look how far. Wait, let me just say this. Look how far he gave Odell 10 yards.
Just play the play,
Because-
Mel. Don't try to
Okay.
fast forward. Just play the play.
He gave Odell 10 yards. So by the time Stafford got into a 3-step drop and let it go, Odell
his
was
fault.
already beyond the
You
dude.
got to throw it to a spot.
Not his
You throw it
fault.
to a spot. You
Right.
throw it to
So
a
look,
spot.
So
Press play.
he boom. So here you go. Now look at Odell still running full speed. Dude ain't pushed him, bumped him, or nothing. If that ball is
Right.
out in front of Odell, the safety is not even. He's not even a factor.
So
That
Mel,
Jamarcus
then we-
Russell. So Jamarcus
Mel.
Russell is better in this situation.
Go ahead. Press play.
Slim
Press play.
always.
The hell, he can't throw. Complete the pass. I lost a Super Bowl like that when
It's
Jimmy
an
Garoppolo missed somebody.
it's an underthrown ball.
It happens. We lost a Super Bowl like that to them damn Chiefs.
Listen, man. Listen, like Jay said, it's not a 3-step drop. He took more like a 7-step drop. If he
Okay.
takes a 3-step drop and puts the ball to a spot, that's probably a completion. He
Well,
went for the
Matthew
touchdown, and he went for the home run and underthrew the pass.
It's Matthew
And that's,
Stafford,
that's
bro.
what I was saying. Odell had to do beat, in my opinion.
It's
I
Matthew
think he had
Stafford.
him beat.
They're even.
Hey,
They're
yeah.
even, sure. But I'm
Mayfield
throwing.
making
I'm
that
definitely throwing a 50-50 ball to Odell. I'm
If-
throwing.
if- If the ball was 3 yards deeper, Odell would have like that neck and neck at the point.
Right.
Odell would
He's
have passed.
passing him up. He's passing him up at that point.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play the Jimmy Garoppolo Super Bowl play where the Chiefs shouldn't have won the Super
Yeah.
Bowl if you'd have made one
Yeah,
pass.
that's what I was saying. Yo,
Dude,
so
even
Lamar,
if
I
he
was
makes
saying they're
even if he
playing
makes that pass,
they're playing
though,
single high safety cover three.
we won by
With a
11.
different form of cover
No,
three,
you
single
don't.
high, because there was only
You
one
don't win
safety
by
out there.
11.
That's
No,
a cover
we-
3. That's a cover 3.
Yeah, that's
Cash.
what I was trying to say. Yeah, you have the variant of the cover 3 where you have two safeties out there, and you have one of them playing the shallows.
31
Now, that's
You
not a
didn't
cover 3. That's a cover 2.
31
The only that now
The
here's
corners are
here's-
playing shallows.
here's what the corners do not play shallow in a cover 3.
And
They
I said
don't.
cover 2. On cover 2, you said a cover
In
2.
a cover 2. I never said a cover 2.
No,
I said cover
you
3.
You said, and when I said the safety is playing shallow, you said that's a cover 2. You literally just said that.
You said the safety's playing shallow. There's not a safety that plays shallow in a cover 2.
But it's single high.
The safeties. If you have a single high safety, you're playing a cover 3, Cass. It's that simple. It's very simple.
Yeah, 3 in coverage, but you also can have a safety up there that doesn't drop back in coverage. You literally can look this up.
Hey, Corey.
Okay, Cash.
Single
Anyway,
high.
Corey,
like I-
Corey and Cash. It was miscommunication. You said something, Corey.
All
He
right,
said yeah, the wires just got crossed. Y'all saying the same
Alright,
thing.
Anyway,
but-
so like I was saying before, right? If I'm the quarterback in that situation, I'm not throwing a 9 route no way because the corner is 10 yards off.
Because you're not Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, but if he don't underthrow it, it's at the very least it's a incompletion.
I'm
They just gotta get in front of him.
listen at 10, and you're right. And in that situation, that play worked out that way. But 9 times out of 10, man, with a corner 10 yards deep, I'm not throwing no 9 route on no cover 3. I'm just not doing it.
Didn't Tim Tebow beat the Steelers like that when he completed like
He threw
7
it.
passes?
He threw it on a cross. That was on a crossing route though. But he did complete the pass. He did complete.
Well, look,
the
let's
pass,
do this.
yes.
Let's go ahead and get this game picked. We got 10 minutes to run through this this basketball topic before we end it. We almost at 2 hours, but
Right.
I'm afraid to
Cardinals.
pick the Rams. I'm so afraid to pick the Rams, but I'm just hoping that because I think they need Odell to beat them, and I don't know what happened to their run game the last couple of games. Sony Michel was doing so good. They got to get their run game back to where they can trust it and where it can be a factor. And they got to be a threat deep. Maybe they don't go deep to Odell no more and they use Van Jefferson. Maybe that's the answer because they seem to connect on those. But somebody got to be a big play threat other than Cooper Kupp. So I'm going to pick the Rams.
But see, Cooper Kupp is doing it from the wide position though. A little bit different. X and Z a little different.
I begin to see with the Rams that the Rams don't like hard-nosed football. They like a finesse game, a softer game.
Mm-hmm.
And teams that play them really hard and play smash mouth football with them, they don't like that.
Yeah.
The Cardinals play that type of football. And that's the reason.
You know what used to offset that? It used to offset it for if they wanted to keep playing finesse, they used to offset it with those jet sweeps to Robert Woods.
You know who else they used to offset it with is Todd Gurley smashing the ball up the middle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they don't have that, right? They don't have that type of running back anymore.
Yo, so you don't think the dude with the dreads, I think he actually is that style of running back.
No, he's not back yet, though.
He's not
they
back.
Just got Akers back. They just got Akers back, but he's trying
they
to
got Cam
his way back.
They got Cam Akers back, yeah, but Cam out of shape. You could tell he was breathing hard after 2 carries. I mean, it's different with game shape. But they are playing at SoFi in LA, and Rams fans go crazy in there. I think it'll be a really, really, really tough game. Again, I think that's the game of the week for the NFC. Yes. I think it is. But DeAndre Hopkins is back, man. And if DeAndre Hopkins is back, DeAndre Hopkins is back. And I think that takes away, that occupies that side of the field with Jalen Ramsey and a safety. And I think Christian Kirk and them cats, I think they can go crazy. But I'll take the Arizona by 3.
Slim.
About
us being a playoff team and all that bull stuff, that's malarkey. We ain't good enough to beat those guys, and it was proven out there today.
For some reason, a Jim Moore speech about the 49ers just hit my algorithms real quick. And he said they ain't good enough to be on the field with him. And I wasn't being petty. Now, I'm sorry, Cash, if it meant to, you know, I'm the Saints fan. I did mean to offend.
So what's your pick?
I'm not going to disrespect anybody.
Nobody's a Cardinals or Rams. No one's
Rams
a fan.
I just came back from 17-3 against the Rams. I'm scared of black quarterbacks. The 49ers do bad against black quarterbacks. Look it up. I want the Rams to win. I want the Rams to win this game by 50. Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson. Keep going. Who else?
Well, that's in your division though. That's division rival.
So you don't think the 49ers can beat Arizona, so you want Arizona to lose to the Rams.
But I think Arizona gonna win. That's why I was trying to avoid it. I think Arizona gonna win the game.
You didn't want to put that in the atmosphere, huh?
Jay said something. Jay said something earlier about teams, like they make teams to beat other teams in their division. San Francisco was made to beat the Rams.
Yeah.
Because
that's why they put that team together.
Because they got a white quarterback, and I ain't even being racist. Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray.
I think people in the draft fell to them though. Like Solomon Thomas, he don't play that much, or Nick Bosa. Talent like that just fell to them in the draft. And Warner, like I know you typically look at a certain structure of players to build around, but man, that talent on their defense, a lot of those players came to them up in the draft, man.
Shit, wasn't that your biscuit draft too?
Hey, let's not moonwalk. Rams Cardinals, Jay. Rams Cardinals.
Let's not move.
First of all, thank you, Melvin, for decoding whatever the hell Slim was talking about.
Hey, Slim, you got to stop giving us these mind puzzles.
And the answer is Rams.
I'm sorry, y'all not as smart as me. God damn it!
But Slim, I'm not Batman, and this is not Gotham. You don't have to keep giving me these Riddler.
I'm biased, man. I don't want the Cardinals to win, but I think they're gonna win.
But hold on, you could have just said that. Like you just now.
Y'all gonna lose to the Steelers in the first round? Get out of here.
But what you said was somehow in my mind I played Jim Moore. And 49ers. I don't want to disrespect the Saints fan. I do. I want to disrespect you. Yo, the fuck is you talking about?
Because Jim Moore has nothing to do with the playoffs right now, and it'll be disrespectful to bring up Jim Moore in 2021, 22.
No, it's disrespectful to be asked a question and then give a riddle.
Yeah, that was a riddle.
So you don't know what algorithms mean.
No, we don't want riddles as answers.
All I want to know is who you think gonna win, the Rams or the Cardinals. And just you can say Cardinals, but I don't want that to happen. Wow. And then we're on to the next one.
Well, I'm not you, so I'm not gonna answer a question how you answered, big dog. I'm gonna answer how I want to answer. I'm gonna give an example of algorithms and then explain.
Not only are you not me, it's fair to say you're not normal, sir. Because that's what normal people would have answered.
So, like my dog said, you're gonna call me normal, so you common.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Common sense ain't so common.
All right. Jay, who you got?
Rams again. I've said it
got
before.
You, brother.
And
got you, bro. I got you. I got you, brother. I got you. All right. That's the week one. That's the wild card weekend for the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
God,
what is going on?
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Which one of those games is the Monday night game?
What's going on with the devil horns that Slim got up in his fucking chin? What the fuck's going on with that shit?
I think the Rams game is Monday night.
Yes, the Rams.
Wait a minute, I'm with
you. Rams Cardinals is Monday night. Yes.
Hey, last topic. This just a little fun one because we ain't got enough time to discuss NBA. Although I will
2
just say
minutes?
that Ja Morant just pulled off a win against the Warriors. The Warriors didn't have Draymond Green, so that's noteworthy. But you know, they coming off of beating the Lakers and the Warriors. Ja Morant's playing great. Hope he make All-Star this year. But the Brooklyn Nets is struggling a little bit too, man. They just lost to Portland without CJ McCollum and Dame Lillard. But after the game, Chauncey Billups was. They had somebody, but actually it was Simons and Macklemore that was killing them.
Hey, Simon's cold.
Yeah, he is cold. He got next, but he reminded me of when old boy from Bama was coming up. Was it Bama or Mississippi? What's my man that played for the Warriors? Monte Ellis. He kind of reminded me of Monte Ellis a little bit.
He's from Mississippi.
But anyway,
he's from Mississippi. So
Mississippi. After the game, Chauncey Billups was asked about, the game and about Kyrie and the Nets, and he said Kyrie Irving is the most skilled point guard in NBA history, and I thought that was interesting. He is very, very highly skilled. I mean, he's got the three, he's got the mid range, he's got the layup package, he's got handles out of his world.
Best handles ever in the NBA.
Yeah, the dude is cold. He's highly skilled. But it's interesting because they talked about this on the networks, the big networks this morning, and the Kyrie hate came in so hard. Nick Wright, Chris Broussard, they wouldn't allow. They won't even allow someone to have the thought that Kyrie Irving could be more skilled, and they just started talking about how he's not it. It was annoyed by Nick Wright. Even said, "What about if we're gonna give him credit for being most skilled because he got handles? Then why not Ray for Austin?" They were just saying crazy stuff. But I just wanted to throw that out there. What do y'all think?
You can't say Ray for Austin. You can't say Ray for Austin because Ray for Austin had excellent handles, right? But he had no three. He had no mid-range. His mid-range game was okay. And he had a little bit of a layout package, right? Kyrie got the trifecta, man. Come on. You got to get that dude. You got to get that dude credit. Just give him credit. Like, the dude is cold. He just don't want to get a damn shot. Just give him the credit.
The way to win that argument is to discredit it by showing who's better.
Right.
Ain't seen that yet. Yeah.
Yo, so I was looking at something and it says that, remember, syndicated television is a sitcom. It's whatever you want to look at for ratings. It is not people that are knowledgeable on the sport itself. That's why they get that's why a lot of times they'll get a Shannon Sharp. They'll get a Jalen Rose. They'll get people like that to credit them. But at the end of the day, they are for ratings and views alone. Like, let's use this it was a Monday night game with the Steelers was playing, and one of the commentators had said Najee Harris, when he moved into his dorm room, he slept up on the floor because it was more comfortable for a couple of months. Najee Harris came back and was like, "No, motherfucker, I slept in my bed. What the fuck you think I am? Like, because I grew up and I was homeless? Like, no, you got to think about it."
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And
that was about 3 weeks ago, right? About last month when that happened. They was doing the game. They said that, and he tweeted out the game. Was like, "Man, I ain't sleeping on the daggone floor." Come on, man. I went to Alabama, man. What I'm sleeping on the floor for?
Even if he did, don't that make your back hurt?
Right, but it's for view, like, it's shock and awe. It's not necessarily for accuracy. They're gonna do something or say something to piss us off, and we're gonna start talking about it, tweeting about it. You got to think that's how they get their ratings. And Nick Wright, honestly, Jay, is the reason I don't like the Chiefs. No lie, and I love the Chiefs. I just can't stand Nick Wright now. And I used to like Nick Wright when it was him and Dante, because Dante Culpepper kept him in line. They're not the people that you go for knowledge. I know you're not gonna like this. I know you're not gonna agree with this one, Mel. But I don't go to Stephen A. Smith for his knowledge. I know you don't like that take. I'm sorry, Mel.
His knowledge is not.
It ain't
You
no
said
knowledge
his
there.
knowledge.
I'm being facetious. I was messing with Mel because
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Slam, what you think about it, man? Any validity
He's the
to that
most-
statement?
Nah, I just, you know what? Everything I say gets a reaction, so I'm not gonna say shit because it makes
No,
it seem
say-
like I'm fucking stupid. Just 'cause I went back, I'm gonna go back to homeboy topic from Alabama. Don't it make it harder if Kyrie Irving got COVID for him to be doing what he's
COVID.
doing? If
Well,
they
he ain't
say,
got
yo,
COVID.
you're not, but what they do with the vaccine?
You know,
Yeah, he
you
ain't
just
got
don't
the
want the
vaccine.
vaccine.
But they
Yeah.
preach it as if what you had a disadvantage. And so, oh, you had a disadvantage if you don't.
They don't
have the
even know what
vaccine.
they don't
I
even know
think-
what they're preaching at this point. They're just preaching that
Yeah.
he's been different, and that's what they don't like. You know, they don't know. They don't even know no more. They don't
No,
even know. It's
you
just
gotta
that why do you get to be different from everybody else? I
You
had
gotta
to
pay
get it.
to know
Everybody else had to
something,
get it. You're not special, and we're going to show you that you're not special by coming against you on all media platforms. That's all it is.
Right,
Just-
I agree with you now, but the state of New York, well, New York City is mandated to be vaccinated, so that's why it's like
You're
Right.
mandated to go to anything over a
Yes.
certain amount of people. You have to
No
have the
matter
vaccine.
why, they put you at a disadvantage when you
Right.
don't have the vaccine. I'm assuming, right?
Sure.
no, but that
I'm
is
assuming.
why though. No, right, but that's why though. That's why that organization is at a disadvantage because they have a publicly known player figure that does not want to be vaxxed. But
Yeah, I
that
think what-
city is requiring the vax.
What about
Yeah, I think what
NIL?
Slim. I think Slim trying to make a point that
even
you
at
know,
a disadvantage, he's
which-
still balling.
right, but you know, I get the point you're trying to make, but it's kind of like nobody
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It don't. It don't.
To
It
ma-
don't.
for them to
It-
be making this big deal of it, it doesn't matter.
It don't. And at the end of the day, the only reason why they're making a big deal of it is because they're just not
They got an
friendly
agenda.
with Kyrie Irving. The only credit they're going to give Kyrie Irving is the obvious credit that they can't deny. You can't deny that this dude is a great player. You can't deny that he's one of the best ball handlers. So they would give him that credit. But if it's anything else beyond that, they're going to fight against it because they want people to dislike Kyrie like they do. And they're not going to allow you to think anything great of him. So it, you know, it gets kind of disgusting. It's tasteless to have people on national TV like that doing it with all those people following them, and just get up there and come against this dude so much, man. You know, but that's all I wanted to say about that part, man. And we'll be back in here next Tuesday, man. Thank y'all for everybody that was.
You know I'm gonna start
that
calling
was
myself
in the
Kai
comments
Slim.
and watching.
Kai Slim.
Welcome back, Clay.
Kai Slim. God damn it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. And Clay had a good game. I got to go check and see if Clay was playing tonight because they just lost to the Grizzlies. I got to go check that game out. But
One thing
yeah.
about Clay, people stopped going crazy over that dunk that Clay had. It wasn't that spectacular. He barely got above the rim, and people going crazy over that dunk. It was like, oh my God, he just beat people to the punch. He didn't jump over no one. But I'm happy to see Clay back, man.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll talk more
Agreed.
basketball next Tuesday, or we might even come back up in here later on this week and do it because we was mostly football all day. But if you're watching from Facebook, make sure you go and subscribe to us on the YouTube channel and watch from YouTube as much as possible. And make sure you share the feed when we go live, and make sure you share the playback and all that stuff, man. And if you ever want to just get the audio version, we're on all platforms. That's Screaming Podcast. So make that happen, and appreciate everybody for being here, man. Hey, holla at y'all later, man. Peace.
Yeah, no doubt. Peace.